Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm the Chili Pepper. Welcome back to another episode of Project Pires. In this episode, we will be continuing our efforts to get those upgrades that we need for the team. As you can tell, I did get some major feedback last episode, which I'm very grateful of. I have now decided to change Pires' number to 7 instead of 10, and I've gone for the French kit instead of the FC Mats kit, which was one of Pires' former clubs. I would also like to say I will be changing up the team in the upcoming episodes. What I mean by this is that I will be adding in players that aren't French but more Arsenal based to add some variety into the squad. Let's get into the gameplay. So today's opponent is called Booper FC, and he is rocking the Wolverhampton badge. He does have a nice lined minty green kit. I do go with a French kit after some mix up with the kits. You know how it is, just deciding which kits you both want, and you might leave, may not. But you know, this guy did have a very mediocre team. It didn't have full chem, it had players out of position, and he didn't really have anyone. He had Llorente, Walcott, Muriel, Nzonzi, Gundogan, Darder, and loads of other random people, especially Juan Font on loan. It does start off with me on the attack. I do pass it through to the new striker Augustin. Augustin then tries getting it through to Pires. Pires passes it to Croissants. Croissants then passes it through to Augustin. Augustin gets a foot on it, but he just tips it over the goalkeeper and it bounces. It goes nowhere. The defender clears it out in general. My goalkeeper gets his hand to it. It falls out to my opponent, and he just hit it wide of the goal, which I thought was, to be honest, was going to be a goal. It was quite close. So it does come now to Fiop, and Fiop does get it into the top left corner to get us halfway up to an upgrade, and that also does get us 50 points to secure us level 1, which means we have a Pokeball to capture one of the opponent's players. I will be saving this Pokeball, or I might not. I might use it against this guy's squad, but you'll find out at the end of the episode. As you do see, we do score there again with Augustin, who gets us an upgrade. The ball does get put over to Fiop, and he does go with the Bicey. I was literally so disappointed when that didn't go in. It just literally fizzled across the box. My opponent is now on an attack with Gundogan. As you can tell, he has no fitness, so I think this. I don't really know what this guy was doing. He might have just been at the start of FIFA, but Brat pulls off 2 amazing saves, 2 double saves from Llorente. Well, it's Llorente, can't really do much. These are the halftime stats. As you can tell, it's very even, but I'm literally, my team is just way more consistent than his is. Pires is now run down the wing. He does take a shot, but his goalkeeper does save it just to parry it out, which I think just go for a throw-in. Yeah, it goes for a throw-in. So on the throw, I pass it to Fiub. Fiub crosses it in, but it literally comes with nothing. We are now sat over the corner with Pires whipping the ball in to Kone. Kone tries to get his head on it, gets nowhere. Don't know what the goalkeeper is doing really. I know his defender hit it back to the goalie's line, but he could have picked it up. Either one. Anyway, we're on the attack again. Nothing came to it, so my opponent is attempting to go on attack. We do cut it out with a standing tackle. I pass it to Augustin. Augustin then passes it through to Pires. I thought this was going to be a goal. Pires is running through. I take a shot. His goalkeeper does parry it back out to Augustin. He then passes the Bar. Bar passes it to Gilavogi. Gilavogi does take a shot, but it didn't really go anywhere, so I just cut the clip short because it literally came to nothing. The ball's with Theo now. Theo was trying to dribble around his defenders. Theo passes to Croissants. Croissants passes to Augustin. To be fair, I was actually very impressed with the new strikers. Performance. Like, he should have scored some goals there. For example, we should have at least scored 1. But at the end of that game, we did get a Pokeball and we did get 1 upgrade for the team. If you would like to pause the video, well, there you can say there's me confirming that I did score 2 goals. So that is 1 upgrade, and obviously I got 100 points between both players because they both scored. So guys, after that game we did get level 1, which means we did get ourselves a Pokeball. These are the stats from Augustin from the first game. I know it says that he has played 3 games, but it's only because people joined and then left because I think they're doing a little glitch. But as you can see in the top right corner, we do have 1 Pokeball in inventory. That means we can capture 1 player, and I will reveal that to you at the end of this episode. We're now into our second game where I go with the Arsenal kit, and this guy goes with the FC Jewel kit, I think it was. But this guy does have a bronze team, and to be honest, my own words, do never underestimate your opponent. This guy, the match was like a goal fest basically. Literally, I completely underestimated him. Full bronze team, 1 bronze rare, and I was like, is it gonna be an easy win? But trust me guys, it really wasn't. So we do kick off, and I do go on the attack first with Augustin. I do run through with Augustin. He does take the shot, but his goalkeeper does save it to power out to his right back. I am running through Fiub. Fiub passes to Croissants. I then try to get a ball into Pires. He gets his head on it, and that does secure us. Oh, sorry, it doesn't secure us 1 upgrade. It keeps us on 1 upgrade because my opponent did score, but sadly I did not clip it. I do apologise for this. So we are still on 1 upgrade. Keep that in mind. Pires goes through again, and he just misses. I think his goalkeeper landed on the ball, which then flicked the ball up. just to go round and over the goal net. Pires stands over the cross. He sends it in the Theob, but literally comes to nothing as defender cuts it out. To be honest, I was doing some really bad mistakes in this game. Like I was just lunging in for tackles and everything. But this guy's on the attack with Lou. Lou is run down the wing. He is doing well, but because he's a 64 rated bronze player, he does have a terrible fake shot, obviously. He picks it back up, and then literally takes a shot, and I think it just it just goes wide. More or less, it could have been a throw-in if you think about it, but you know, I'm not going to offend him too much. As you can see here, I did put in a very rash foul, and it did end up in me getting a yellow card. This guy does have a free kick. He does pass it out. It takes it back. He takes a shot. It loops over the goalkeeper and goes into the back of the net for it to become 2-1, and that does take away our upgrade. So at this point I was like, Jesus, I have completely underestimated him whatsoever. And then pass it through to Pires. He then whacks it against the post. It bounces off him and goes in. And that still means we are still on 1 upgrade, luckily. So that was a very lucky goal. But you know, it's Pires. He obviously meant to do that. Like I'd mean to do that if I was in a real match. Just back up the post, hit my chest and go in. My chest might have cave in and all, but you know, just a goal. Got to get a goal. This guy is standing over the free kick again, and I thought he was going to do the same tactic, but he actually does take a shot and it almost goes in. A bronze team, and it almost goes in. I was like, I don't think you actually understand how much I underestimated him. But the stats were very even, and it is 2-2, and we still do have 1 upgrade and 1 pokeball. And I thought it was offside, but he does go through and score again the 3rd goal, which means we do not have an upgrade at the moment. But anyway, I did leave this little clip in because it's just might as well give him the glory, show him celebrating a little bit. So we do kick off. After kick off, we do try and go for a counter attack, and I do pass it to Gilevogi. Gilevogi then puts a ball into Pires, but his defender does cut it out. I try and get Pires to literally chase him down. We get the ball back again. Pires has the ball. He passes through to Augustin. Augustin tries to use his 79 pace to get past his 54 rated bronze defender, but he just couldn't do it. So my opponent's on the attack again, doing fake shots, doing everything he could to try and at least get the ball up and stop us from scoring. But we do pass the ball to Gusons, and he does absolutely put it away. Top left, literally top of the goal net. No one's reaching that. 80th minute. So now all we got to do is defend. And if we defend and successfully do all this, we will get 1 upgrade, which I will take because I do not want to be downgraded any personnel in our team. So after kickoff, I do try and play defensive. I do try and pass around the back. And I do try and counter on cheeky counter, but his defender does cut it out very neatly and puts out for a throw-in. And when we do go into extra time, as you can see here, the guy does actually rage quit, which I had no understanding at all. But that does mean we do get 2 upgrades for the rage quit, 2 upgrades for Pires' goal, and 1 upgrade for the 2 goals in the first game. So to be honest, it kind of benefited us a little bit. So guys, I will now get into the upgrades and the player that we did capture. So guys, the positions I did decide to change in upgrade was the right wing, centre defensive mid, and the centre mid. In the first, the centre defensive mid, I did actually, if you watch in the first game the team I'm against, he did have an Nzonzi, and obviously I got through level 1, which means I could capture him. So I decided to capture Nzonzi, put him into our team, and I spent the majority of the upgrades. I spent 4 upgrades on this centre mid, which is Bakayoko. So I went from rare bronze to non-rare silver to rare silver to non-rare gold to rare gold. Then in the right wing position I replaced Theob and I put in this right wing Inter Milan French guy. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.